What's up, y'all? I am JFJ Highsmith Productions, back with another video. And if I'm being honest, I really didn't want to shoot this video. I don't want to shoot this video now, but I feel like I really need to shoot this video and get this off my chest. And before I get into it, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell to stay notified. So before I get into this video, I just want to say this. If you know me, know me personally, please don't watch this video and text me or call me and try to, give me advice or say this is what you should do, this is what you need to do, or whatever. Just take this as me being vulnerable and me really expressing what I've been dealing with, and just knowing that this is the only way I really knew how to get it out, just lay it all out there. I just need you to listen. Just listen. That is all. But I've struggled with pride for a long time now. Not pride in the sense that, I feel like I don't have any issues. I'm very well aware that I do have issues. I'm very well aware that, we all have issues. We all have things that we're going through. We all have things that we're dealing with. But this is, the pride that I deal with is more so in the sense of not talking about what I'm dealing with, not talking about what I'm feeling, not talking about what I'm going through. And because I don't, it all bottles up. It all bottles up. And if I'm being honest, it stresses me out. It can sometimes lead to anger. Now, I haven't taken out my anger on anybody. I haven't taken out my anger on anybody in a long time. But I can, because I let everything bottle up, I can feel angry and be angry with somebody or be angry at the situation, but still not talk about it. And I don't ever want to get to a point where I feel like I explode because I've held on to all this anger or I've held on to all these issues and just didn't talk about it. I've been a friend to many, many people. I've been a mentor to many, many people. I know how to encourage people. I do all these things. I'm constantly pouring out onto other people or pouring into other people. Somebody says, "Hey Jay, I need your advice," or "Hey Jay, can you hold me accountable?" Or "Hey Jay, can you be my mentor?" It's I'm always I'm here for you, whatever you need. But on the flip side of it, it's I really feel like I don't ever have that in return. I feel like I don't get that same thing back. Now, it's not to say that I don't have people that I can talk to, because I do. I have people who are really in my corner that I feel like I can talk to. But with that being said, it's when I feel like I need somebody in a certain area to hold me accountable. I feel like I either don't know how to talk about it, I don't know how to tell them to hold me accountable, or I just feel like I don't get that same thing back from certain people. And I know I'm kind of all over the place, but this is really me just pouring out my heart and sharing it the only way that I know how. Because I feel like I don't get it back in return. Oftentimes when a lot of people reach out, it's "Hey, how have you been?" or "Hey, how you doing?" I'm good, all is well, or I can't complain. And truth is, I probably really could complain. Or truth is, I'm not doing good, or truth is, I'm stressing out about something. But because I feel like whoever I'm talking to in that moment is doesn't really care to hear what I'm going through, or I know that whoever it is probably just going to tell me that whatever their issues are and not listen to mine, or because I know the person I'm talking to is a terrible texter, it's just whatever. I'm good. And it just, again, it just bottles up. Or even, dealing with people who have upset me, or have wronged me, you know, or I feel like I'm angry with this person through whatever. And it's like when I finally talk to that person, you know, and they apologize, or just talking to them in general, I'll just end it with like, it's all good. And truth is, like 85 to 90% of the time, it's not all good. It's just, I'd rather say it's all good in the moment because I don't feel like talking about it, because I don't feel like, I don't know how to address things without being angry. So I just, not that I don't know how to address things without being angry, because I do. If I feel like I'm still angry about it, or if I'm still upset about it, or I feel like there's not going to be any change from me talking about what it is and that made me upset with that person, I'll just say it's all good. And over time, I'll just be like, whatever, I'm over it. I'm good now. But me saying it's all good, it doesn't mean it's actually all good. It's just my way of letting go of the situation, or in a sense, gracing the person, just giving that person grace, because, you know, they may, you know, me saying it's all good, they'll be like, okay, well, Jay's not mad at me anymore. Jay's not upset or whatever. But it's really like, no, I graced you in this moment because I didn't want to take my anger out on you. I graced you in this moment because I didn't want to go off in the way that I know I could have, or maybe even should have, you know. But this is, you know, this is what I deal with. And I mean, now don't get me wrong. Again, I do have people who are in my corner. Like I talk to my wife about, you know, how I'm feeling often. I talk to my siblings about, you know, certain things. I talk to certain friends about certain things. But, you know, sometimes it's just the feeling of feeling like I don't have anybody to talk to. It's the feeling of I don't know who to talk to, or even it's like if I call one of those people in my circle and I want to talk to them about it, but then they don't answer the phone, it's just like, dang. And then if I don't hear back from them, you know, after I've called them, then I'm really like, yeah, I just don't feel like talking about it anymore. Or if they can't call me back like hours or a day later, you know, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to talk anymore. Because it's like, because of how I feel, it's like when I am ready to talk about it, I want to talk about it in that very moment. I don't want to talk about it later. Yeah, I want to talk about it in that moment, because it's in that moment when I want to get it off my chest. Honestly, I truly feel better even getting this off my chest now. It feels good. And I've honestly been, I keep saying honestly a lot, but I've been putting this video off for a while. I didn't know. I didn't want to shoot it, but I knew I needed to, because there might be somebody else who's dealing with what I'm dealing with. Sometimes we just need people who are willing to listen and do nothing else. What I try to do, because I listen to so many people, what I do when I talk to people, I try to ask them, are you telling me this? Or are you telling me something because you want a response? Or are you telling me something just because you want me to listen? Because if you just want me to listen, I'll just listen. I'll be that ear for you. But if you are telling me this because you want a response, then let me know. Because I don't want to overstep my boundaries. And again, even this video is me sharing my heart. I just want people to listen. I don't want to hear like, this is what you should do, this is what you need to do. No, just listen. Just listen. And again, I do feel better just getting this off my chest. I do feel much better just getting this off my chest. It's something that I have needed to do. And yeah, I let stuff mount up. I let things build up, and because I don't get it off my chest, it just continues to mount up, you know. And after a while, it just, you know, like I don't like taking stress out on other people. And because I don't take my stress out on other people, because I don't take my anger out on other people, again, it just builds up. And I'm not saying that it gives people an excuse to take stress out on other people. What I'm saying is, we have to find, me specifically, I need to find a healthy way to be able to talk about what I deal with, or what's going on, in a way that allows me to get it off and just be done with it, versus saying, versus just letting stuff build up in me one day explode, because I don't ever want to explode. I know what it's like to explode. I know what it's like to black out, and it's not pretty. And I don't like being that way towards other people. I definitely don't like when other people are that way towards me. Other people aren't the cause of how I feel internally. So yeah. Yeah, and I don't know how to ask for help. I don't know how to ask for help. It's just, asking for help is hard for me. Whether it's for something as simple as, hey, can you just, carry this extra bag for me? Like, nah, it's like, I'd rather just do it myself, versus asking for somebody for help, and when things are tough, I don't know how to ask other people for help. And me as a Christian, I don't pray about it as often as I should. I really don't pray about it as often as I should. And I know that prayer changes things, which is the crazy thing. Look, prayer changes things, and I just don't pray about it like I should. And I think that also, like, part of the reason why I feel like it's hard for me to ask for help is because I've had so many things in the past, like where I've been through, and I ask people for help, and they're seemingly there in the beginning, but then they quickly disappear, or I ask for help, but then I'm rejected. I remember a few years ago, I was out somewhere for a guy's night, and there was a guy there who was a photographer, and I remember him telling me about his photography, and I was really captivated. I was really interested, and he was excited to share. But then the moment I asked, like, hey, how do you do such and such, or what do you do in this situation? It was like he shut up, and I was like, it hurt me. Like, it really hurt me to my core, because something as simple as that was like, I was just a young photographer who really just wanted to learn from this guy who had years of experience. And like, he literally said nothing else in that moment. And like, that really, like, it hurt my feelings. And I felt like, well, dang, I'm just a young guy who's trying to learn. But like in life, it's like, you ask people for help and you don't always get what you feel like you need, or whatever it is that you desire. And when you go through that enough, you just kind of shut down. So I say all that to say that this is the end. I want this to be the end of me shutting down. I want this to be the end of me feeling prideful and not being able to know how to ask for help or not tell people what I'm going through. I want this to be the end of all of that, because I do want to let go of stress. I do want to let go of, I don't want things to build up. I want to be able to talk about what I'm going through. And when I say, like, I'm good, like, really mean it. When I say it's all good, like, I really want to mean it. Wow. I am good now. I feel better. I feel so much better. If there's anything that you're going through, man, or if you've had a struggle, just, if you feel comfortable enough, share it down in the comments. Like, hey, I struggle with this and this is how I overcame it. Yeah, just say, hey, Jay, I understand what you're going through. I struggle with this and this is how I overcame it. Or if you're going through the same thing, then let me know. At the end of the day, I'm not necessarily looking for somebody to tell me how to fix this, but if you've been through something and you overcame it, let me know how you overcame it. At the most, I just want people to pray for me, and I really do appreciate that. And for every person that drops a comment, then I'll be praying for you too, and I appreciate that. So that's it. That's all. God bless y'all. Thank y'all again for supporting my channel. I'm out.